Hi dear gardeners, this is the Garden Guide channel. Today we are going to see the lipstick aglonema plants and how to separate the babies from the mother plant. So let us see that. This is a 7-inch pot, mud pot, and I have planted only one lipstick aglonema in that. And now I have got 4 babies and one more aglonema is planted here, that is aglonema valentine, I think. One small plant is there. That valentine plant is not growing well, but this lipstick aglonema is growing very well, vigorously. At first it was very slow, but after 6 months it is giving pups, more and more pups, and growing properly. So I wanted to change the soil, and I was not satisfied with the soil in this pot, so I wanted to change the soil. So while changing the soil, I got an idea to separate the aglonema plants and plant it in separate pots. So the plants will love that, I think, as they are connected. They may be happy, but if we separate them and grow them in separate containers, we can get more pups and new plants in this, I think. This lipstick aglonema is loved by all gardeners, I think, because the shape of the leaf and the color in it, it looks like lips of a lady. So it's very beautiful, and if it grows big in a big pot, how it will be, you imagine that. I was growing this plant in only small pots, 7 inch, 5 inch, like that only. But if you grow that in a 16-inch pot, how it will grow vigorously, very tall, and so many pups it will give, and it will become bushy, I hope. And then I removed all the soil from this plant. Slowly I removed. It was clayey. I don't know why it became clayey. I did not put any clayey soil in the pot, but because of some drainage issue, it was not. It was draining slowly, I think. That's why the soil in it became clayey. So I slowly separate the plants. While separating the baby plants, you should be very careful, because you may damage the roots, or while plucking the small plant, you may break the new plant. So you have to slowly search the root zones and search where to cut. You have to leave the upper portions, and you have to cut underneath. In the lower areas you have to cut, because in the upper areas you'll that fibrous roots like that will be there. So many roots will be there, and under the roots you have to separate the plant. You have to leave 4 or 5 roots above the place where you cut. Then only the plant will grow. You see how I am cutting? In each plant you can see so many roots, and under the roots only I am cutting. So you can find out where you have to cut the plant. Manually I pluck the small plants. You can use a blade also, or scissors also you can use. And you see, in all this is the mother plant with lots of roots. They are like wires. And in all the plants I have successfully separated the 4 baby plants. I think I am so happy that usually whenever I plant something, I do something wrong always, but this time I did properly. I did not damage any roots of any baby plants. See the aglonemas, 4 baby plants and 1 mother plant. All are looking beautiful, having glossy leaves, lips like leaves are there, good root structures are there. And this is valentine aglonema. I don't know why it is so dull. It is not growing. It is not at all growing, and it is not at all giving pups also. Only one branch has come in that small plant, but it is not dying. It is alive. For 2 years it is alive with me. It is living with me for 2 years, but it is not growing well. So now I will show you where I have cut the plants. You see the cut zone, the cut area, the area where I cut. Above the cut area, you can see the roots. In this plant also you see I cut here. Here you see the cut area is below the roots. So many roots are there above, and underneath only I have plucked, cut. You see here where I have cut, so many roots are there above the area. So like that you have to search when you are separating the aglonemas. You have to search where you have to cut. Some people cut in the upper areas and so many roots will not be there and the plant may not survive. So I am taking only some 4 inch or 5 inch pots. I think this is 5 inch. I have put stones in the holes, otherwise the soil will go out. So to avoid excess drainage, I am keeping the stones, and I have planted successfully all the baby plants. You see how many plants? Four baby plants are there. This is the first one, second one, two plants are there, then third plant and fourth plant, and then mother plant. So this is the way you have to separate aglonemas, and you have to give a proper soil mixture. You can add good soil, non-sticky soil, and some cocoa peat and cow manure, sand, everything you have to mix. Porous soil mix you have to do, and then you have to plant. You can add some little bit of cocoa peat. If you add too much of cocoa peat, the plant may not get nutrition. So some 10% of cocoa peat you add, good soil you add, and then some sand you can add, and most of the pot mix should be filled with decomposed cow manure. That is the very important thing. Goat manure, cow manure, or vermicompost. Good vermicompost, non-sticky vermicompost you have to use. All the things you have to mix, and the soil should be porous and non-sticky. Like that you have to do, and then plant it. And drainage should be proper in the pots, and you have to water it thoroughly. You see this aglonema is slant. I have to put more soil in it. I will give you support to that aglonema till it stands on its own. So I'll give support. After 1 week it will stand straight on its own. When the root is capturing the soil, it will stand on its own. So very beautiful. I feel that after separating, the plants are very happy only. I was very sad about separating the mother and the kids, but they are happy only, and I have kept them in shade. These plants are shade loving plants. You should not keep them in sunlight, direct sunlight you should not keep. So I kept them in the shade. See the mother plant, how vigorous she is. I hope she will give some more pups also, and the pups also I hope they will grow and give more pups. They will become mothers and give more pups. We can give DAP, NPK, SSP, and then some other compost, tea compost, all the things what we give to other plants we can give as fertilizers to these plants. Thank you. Bye bye. See you friends.